Okay. Good evening, dear students. Welcome to the today's class. First of all, can I know, can you hear me properly, Puta? And can you see me clearly? Please put a message into the chat box. Okay, okay. Okay, Puta. Okay. Today we are talk about your first science paper in GCO level examination. Okay. Have you gone through the paper? Huh? Did you try to answer the questions? Hmm? Put a message into the chat box whether you are try or not. පුතා මට මැසේජ් එකක් දාන්න ඔයාලා try කරාද? answers ලියන්න නැත්නම් ඔයාලා print out එකක් ගත්තද? කොහොමද ඔයාලගේ ready වෙලාද ඉන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා මට දැනගන්න පුළුවන්ද? හ්ම්? මාව ඇහෙනා නේද? Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. අපි පටන් ගමු පේපර් එක. ඔයාලට මොන හරි ක්වෙස්චන් එකක් තියෙනවා නම් මොන හරි ආයෙ රිපීට් කරන්න ඕන නම් මොන හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා නම් ඔයාලා මට මැසේජ් එකක් දාන්න chat box එකට මම ආයෙ ඒක ඔයාලට රිපීට් කරන්න. හරි නේද? හරි. අපි පේපර් එකට යන්. Okay. The first question is the typical cell is. What is the answer? The answer is number 3. The constructed cell that contains all the organelles. What is the definition of the typical cell, Puta? The cell prepared by including all the organelles are called as the typical cell. Okay, the answer is number 3. Okay. Let's move to the second question. The formula of an isopropyl alcohol molecule is CH3 twice CHOH. What is the number of atoms in this molecule? The question is asking what is the number of atoms in this molecule. So, we write this without brackets. C2H6CH OH. Now, we can write the number of carbon atoms. There are 3 number of carbon atoms, 8 hydrogen atoms, and 1 oxygen atom. So, total number of atoms are 12. 12. So, it is clear? The answer is number 4. Okay. Is it clear, Buddha? Is it clear? Okay. Let's move to the third question. Okay. The third question is the unit of momentum. Okay. What is the momentum? What is the momentum, Buddha? Momentum is the quantity of motion of a object. Actually, it depends on the how heavy the object is and also the how fast the object is moving. So, this type of question, you can easily get the unit of the momentum by if you know the equation of the momentum. So, what is the equation of the momentum? What is the equation of the momentum? P equals mv. Mass is measured in kilograms. Velocity is measured in ms minus 1. So, the answer is number 2. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear, Buddha? Just put a message into the chat box. Is it clear? Clear. Okay. Very good. Very good. Netum. Okay. Okay. Let's move to the fourth question. The fourth question, select the option that correctly state the scientific name of the coconut plant. So, this question is about the binomial nomenclature. So, who is introduced this binomial nomenclature system? Kindly put a message into the chat box. Who introduced this binomial nomenclature system? Hmm? Yes, yes. Carolus Linnaeus. Carolus Linnaeus. So, do you remember the rules including the binomial nomenclature system? Hmm? Do you remember? මම පොඩ්ඩක් මතක් කරගෙන යන්නම්. As an example, I also get the scientific name of the coconut plant. It is Cocos nucifera. So, what are the rules? In this system, each organism given a two-word scientific name. So, the first name called as genus name, the second one called as species name. The genus name start with capital letter, the species name start with simple letter. And also, when we printed, it should be in italic letters. When we handwritten, we should underline separately both two words. Those are the rules of the binomial nomenclature. So, the answer should be number 3. Okay? Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay. Okay. Very good. Let's go to the fifth question. Okay. This question is about the valency. Okay. The formula of the compound formed by the element X with oxygen is XO, while the formula of the compound formed by the element Y with sodium is NaY. What is the formula of the compound formed by the combination of X and Y? So in here, we can get the valency of the X from the compound XO. How? We know the valency of the oxygen is 2. So, this X element must also have the valency of 2 to combine with oxygen to prepare this formula in 1:1 ratio. So, X also must have the valency of 2. Then we move to the other formula, NaY. We can get the valency of the Y from this NaY compound. How? We know the valency of the sodium is 1. So, Y also must have the valency of 1 to combine with sodium in 1:1 ratio. Is it clear? So, the sodium also has the valency of 1. So, we know the valency of X is 2, valency of Y is 1. When we get the cross, we get X 1, Y 2. Okay? So the answer is number 4, X, Y 2. Is it clear? Is it clear, Buddha? Is it clear? Okay. The sixth question. Which of the following contains respectively an acidic oxide, amphoteric oxide and basic oxide? Puta, what is the oxide? What is the definition of the oxide? මොකද oxide එකක් කියන්නේ? Oxide එකක් කියන්නේ? Oxide එකක් කියන්නේ? An oxide is a compound which formed when oxygen is combined with another element. The important thing is when moving from left to right across the period in the periodic table, the basicity of the oxides decreases and acidity of the oxides will increases. This is the theory behind this question. Okay? If you know this theory, you can get easily to the answer. So as an example, I take the third period in the periodic table. What are the oxides? NCl2O7. So, the sodium oxide, we know this is strong base. This is weak base. අපි aluminium oxide එක තියමු. Silicon oxide, weak acid. This also weak acid, strong acid, strong acid. So, we know the aluminium oxide we called as amphoteric oxide. It means it has both the acidic properties and also the basic properties. So, aluminium oxide is amphoteric oxide. So, the answer is number 4. Acidic oxide is SO3. The aluminium oxide is the amphoteric oxide and magnesium oxide is the basic one. Number 4. Is it clear? Clear නේද? Very good. අනිත් අයත් actively participate වෙනවා නම් මං කැමතියි. එතකොට boring නැතුව අපිට class එක කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Very good. Very good. Very good. Rehan. Okay. අපි යන් ඉස්සරහට ඊළඟ question එකට අපිට ප්‍රශ්න 40ක් තියෙනවානේ නේ ඩිස්කස් කරන්න. ඔයාලට මොන හරි question එකක් අමාරුයි නම් ආයි repeat කරන්න ඕනේ නම් මොන හරි තේරුම් නැත්නම් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම chat box එකට දාන්න. මම බලාගෙන ඉන්නේ අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ඔයාලට ඒකයිමත් මම repeat කරන්න discuss කරන්න. හරිද? හරි. අපි යන් ඊළඟ question එකට. Number 7. From which of the following structures present in the ovary of the female reproductive system is an ovum released? Ovum means the egg cell, නේද? හරි. මොකෙන්ද ovum release කරන්නේ? What is the ovary? Ovary is the organ that produce the ovums. It means the egg cells and release one ovum during the ovulation, and also ovary is very important for the production of the female hormones. It means the estrogen and the progesterone. So, from where this ovum is released? Ovum is released from the Graafian follicle. What are these Graafian follicles? Graafian follicles are mature follicles that contain completely developed ovum. It means the egg cell. This rupture during the ovulation period and release ovum into the oviduct. So the answer is Graafian follicle. පොඩක් හරි මතක් වුණාද ඔයාලට දැන් ඕවම් එක ඕවරි එක Graafian follicle එක අපි යන් next question එකට urea number 8. Urea, which is an excretory substance, is produced in which of the following? I think most of the students choose the number 1 or number 4 as the answer. Am I right? What is the answer of the question number 8? හරිලු. ඒ දෙකෙන් එකක් තමයි තෝරලා තියෙන්නේ. එහෙමද? But the answer is number 2, the liver. Because in the humans, the urine is produced by the liver. How? The urine is doesn't produce in the liver, in the kidneys or the other urinary part. It produced by the liver. So how? During the protein metabolism, the excess amino acids cannot store. So the excess amino acids convert or the break down in the liver. So in this process, the ammonia is produced. We know the ammonia is toxic substances. So this ammonia convert into the urea through a urine cycle. Then this urea released to the blood and transport to the kidney. So the important key point is urea is produced in the liver by urine cycle, but urea is excreted by the kidneys. So in here, the question is asked produced. So the answer is liver, number 2. Okay. Let's move to the number 9. Consider the following statements about the refraction of the light. Refraction of the light. Okay. The first one. Light is refracted only when it travels from a less dense medium to denser medium. So is it correct? No, it is not correct one, because refraction does not happen in one path or the one direction. Light is refracted whenever it passes from one medium to another medium with different densities. Okay? It means light can transfer from less dense medium to denser medium, and also the less dense medium to denser medium. So this is not correct. The second one, refraction occurs due to the difference in the speed of light in two medium. This statement is correct, Puta. Light travels at different speeds in different medium. So because of that, the bending is occur. Light bends. So the bending is called as the refraction. So this is correct. During refraction, the frequency of light changes. Is it correct? Frequency of light? No, it is not correct. The frequency is unchanged. only the speed and wavelength of the light is changed. So in here, the question is asking the correct statements. So the correct statement is B only, number 2. Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay. හරි. අපි යන් ඊළඟ question එකට. Number 10. After completing a running race, an athlete experiences muscle cramps. Which chemical compound produced in muscle cells cause muscle cramp? So, let's look at this question carefully, Puta. When we do heavy exercises like running fast or running in long period of time, the muscles cannot get the enough oxygen continuously. So the muscle cells get the energy by anaerobic respiration instead of the aerobic respiration. So in this process, the lactic acid produced. When the lactic acid accumulate in the muscle cells, the muscle cramps, muscle pains are caused. So the answer is number 4, lactic acid. Is it clear? කාගෙද හරි ගියේ එක? Number 10 එකට answer එක 4. Is it clear? Can you put a message into the chat box, Puta? Is it clear? Okay. Okay, let's go. Eleventh question. Small amount of food are taken separately from position A and D and tested using pH paper. Which of the following could be respective pH values? So, in here, the position A is, what is the position A? Position A is stomach. What is the position D? This is the where the food is mixed with the pancreatic juice. It means this is the duodenum. Grahaniya kiyane puta duodenum එක. So now let's think about the pH values of these two places. In the stomach, we know gastric acid secreted. So the gastric acid contains HCl, hydrochloric acid. It is strong acid. So the A place pH value should lie around 1 to 3, 3, 4, like something. So when we move to the D place, the pancreatic juice is alkaline in nature. It contains sodium bicarbonate. Actually, it helps to neutralize the foods come from the stomach. So the pH value nearly lie with the 7 to 8. So answer is in A 3.5 like something and D 7.5. The answer is number 3. Okay. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. Let's move to the 12th question. Which metals does not react with cold water but react with hot water? Okay. So let's check the options one by one. The sodium. We know sodium is very reactive metal. It reacts vigorously with cold water. So this is not the answer. When we got the calcium, it also very reactive, not much than the sodium, but it also reactive metal and react with the water. So it is not the answer. When we look at the aluminium, it also wrong because aluminium does not react with cold water or hot water because it covers with thin oxide layer. So the answer is magnesium because we know the magnesium doesn't react with cold water but it react with hot water and produce hydrogen gas. So the answer is number 3. Okay? Okay, very good. හරි අය ඉන්නවා නේද? Okay. නෙතුම්නි. Okay. very good පුතා. අනිත් අයත් actively participate වෙන්න ඔයාලගේ මොන හරි ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් කියන්න. හරිද? අපි යන් ඉස්සරහට මොකද ප්‍රශ්න 40ක් ඩිස්කස් කරන්න තියෙනවානේ. ඔයාලා කරා නම් ඔයාලට හොඳයි. very good. හරි මොකද ඔයාලා කරා නම් ඔයාලට හම්බෙන්නේ නැති මැත්ස් පාර්ට් තියෙනවා පොඩි පොඩි ඉක්වේෂන් පාර්ට්ස් තියෙනවා. ඒතකොට ඒ ටික අපි ඩිස්කස් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒ නිසා අපි easy questions ආවහම ටිකක් ඉක්මනට යන්න. okay. The next question is number 30. Number 30. Consider the following statements related to the mechanical waves. What are the statements? The first one, the frequency of a wave changes when it enters another medium. We know the frequency is unchanged. It doesn't change. Only the speed and wavelength are the change. So this is incorrect. The speed of a wave does not depend on its frequency. Yes, the speed of the wave depend on the properties of the medium, not depend on the frequency. So this is correct. Next one. The speed of a wave depends on the medium through which it travels. Yes, it is correct. The speed of the wave depend only the properties of the medium when it travels. Okay. So the question is asking the incorrect statements. A only, number 1. A only. Okay. Next one. Number 40. Number 40. Okay. Hey, which of the following contains only substances that are present in the glomerular filtrate of the healthy person but not present in the urine? This is very, very interesting question, Puta. Listen carefully. When blood is filtered in the glomerulus, it contains water, amino acids, glucose, vitamins, salts, and so many things. In a healthy person, what happens next? Then the glucose and amino acids are reabsorbed into the blood completely in the kidney tubulus. The amino acids and glucose are completely reabsorbed back into the blood in the kidney tubulus. But the urea and excess water not completely reabsorbed and are excreted in the urine. So The answer should be the glucose and amino acid because those are completely reabsorbed and not contained in the urine. Okay? Is it clear? ඔයාලට මතක් වුණාද theory parts එහෙමින්? Okay, let's move to the number 15. 15. Consider the following statements related to the anaerobic respiration. Okay. Lactic acid is produced during anaerobic respiration in animal cells. Yes, it is correct. In animal cells, if there is no enough oxygen to produce energy by aerobic respiration, the anaerobic respiration take place. In this process, the lactic acid produced. Okay, it is right. The amount of energy produced in the anaerobic respiration is greater than in aerobic respiration. It is correct? No, actually the opposite one. It means in aerobic respiration we get more energy because glucose fully break down in the aerobic respiration. But in the anaerobic respiration, glucose not fully break down. So, in the anaerobic respiration, we get small amount of energy than the aerobic one. Okay. C. This is not correct. See, a portion of the energy produced during the anaerobic respiration is stored as ATP. Yes, is it correct? Even though the amount produced in the anaerobic respiration is low, some part of the energy stored as the form of adenosine triphosphate ATP. So it is correct. Okay. The question is what? The question is asking what are the incorrect statements? So the incorrect statements is B only. 4. Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear? Avata? ඒක තේරුණා නේද? හරි okay very good. හරි. අපි යන් ඊළඟ ප්‍රශ්නෙට number 16. Number 16. Water is used as a coolant to remove excess heat produced in a motor car engine. Because water has, what is the property? Water has a high specific heat capacity. So, what is the definition of the high specific heat capacity? The amount of heat need to rises the temperature of the fluid by 1 Celsius. So, the water has high heat capacity, so it can absorb more heat, but the temperature rises in a very little amount. So therefore, water can remove excess heat from the car motor engine efficiently without overheating the engine. So it is very good property of the water. Okay. Number 70. Number 70. හරි අපි යන්නේ නේද ඊළඟ question එකට? Okay නේද? හරි. Number 17. In the excretion of iron, limestone is added to the blast furnace in order to මොකටද limestone add කරන්නේ? Reduce iron ore into iron? No. This is reduced mainly by the carbon monoxide. Lower the melting points. It is not correct. Increase the temperature inside the blast furnace. The coke is used to increase the temperature, not limestone. Remove the some impurities present in the iron ore. Yes, this is the answer because the limestone acts as a flux. When heated, this limestone forms calcium oxide. This calcium oxide combined with silicon dioxide, and aluminium oxide. Those are impurities which are present in the iron ore. When limestone, it means CaCO3, heated, it forms calcium oxide plus CO2. This calcium oxide combined with silicon dioxide and aluminium oxide form calcium silicate and calcium aluminate. Those calcium silicate and calcium aluminate all together we are called as slag. අපි ලෝබර කියන්නේ පුතා ඒක තමයි මේ slag එක කියන්නේ. It can easily remove. So this limestone used to remove the impurities in the iron ore. So the answer is number 4. Is it clear? ඒක clear වුණාද? Is it clear පුතා? Very good. Very good Netumni. Thank you your reply. Number 18. Number 18. Number 18. Anemia is caused by the deficiency of which of the following vitamin? What is the vitamin? Easy නේද? ඔයාලට මතක ඇති කියලා මම හිතනවා. The answer is vitamin B. Vitamin B. Vitamin B. Anemia is a condition where the blood does not have enough red blood cells or the hemoglobin. Actually, the deficiency of vitamin B12 and folic acid is the reason for that. Those are very important for the production of red blood cells. What are the other deficiencies? Vitamin B1 deficiency called as beriberi diseases, and B2 deficiency we call as the cracks, the corners of the mouth due to the deficiency of the vitamin B2. So the answer is vitamin B in here. Okay, let's move to the number 90. Okay, number 90. What is the question? When extracting salt from the seawater in saltons, which compound precipitate together with the sodium chloride? So we know when extract the salt from the seawater using solvents, the seawater allows to evaporate under the sunlight. So in here, as the water evaporates, the salts precipitate according to their solubility. The less solubility compounds precipitate earlier, and more soluble compounds dissolve long period in the salt water. So, what is the process in this salt extraction or the salt precipitation? Firstly, the old seawater are transferred into the large tanks and allows to evaporate. So after the concentration becomes 2 times higher than the first concentration, calcium carbonate is precipitate. මේව මතකයිද ඔයාලට? මතක ඇති කියලා හිතෙනවා. After the calcium carbonate precipitate, we remove the water and pass into the medium tank. So in here, it also allows to evaporate. After the concentration becomes 4 times higher, calcium sulfate precipitates. Okay. After that, the remaining solution transferred into the small tanks. So in here, after the concentration becomes 10 times higher, the sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, and also magnesium sulfate are precipitate in here. So this magnesium chloride and magnesium sulfate gives the bitter taste for this sodium chloride. So we should remove these impurities clearly, properly. So the answer is magnesium chloride. Magnesium chloride. Okay, is it clear? Clear නේද? හරි. යමු අපි next question එකට. Number 20. Number 20. Number 20. This question is about soda water and CO2. When you open a soda bottle, what happens? CO2 bubbles comes out because of the pressure inside the bottle drops down. And also CO2 comes out more quickly when the bottle was kept outside the fridge. It means the warm environment than when it was kept in the fridge. It means the cold environment. So this gives important 2 things. The first one is effect on the temperature on gas. Cold water can dissolve more gas than the warm water. So we lower the temperature. What happens? The higher the solubility of CO2. The other one is the effect of the pressure on the gas. When soda bottle is sealed, the gas is under pressure and more gas is dissolved in the water. But when we open the bottle, the pressure is dropped down and gas is liberated out to the air. So when the bottle is open, what happens? The pressure decreases and CO2 comes out. So we give the high pressure. What happens? Higher solubility of CO2. So now we can clearly get the answer. So the question is asking which of the following condition could it be concluded that the solubility of the CO2 increases? CO2 වල solubility එක increase කරන්න නම් අපි මොනවද කරන්න ඕන? We should do high pressure and cold environment. It means the low temperature. So the answer is number 1. Number 1. Okay. Let's move to this number 21. Which polysaccharide present in plant cells help to prevent constipation? Okay. The answer is, what is the answer? What is the answer? Do you know the answer? පුතා කවුරු හරි මන්ට reply එකක් දෙන්නකෝ. මේකට answer එක දන්නවනම් okay. හරි. The answer is number 4, cellulose. We know the cellulose is a polysaccharide which present in the plant cell wall. Okay. Cellulose is not digested by the human hormones. So, it passes through the digestive system mostly in unchanged. It adds bulk to the our feces and it what we call it stimulate the digestive tract, the motion of the intestine. So it helps to the prevent constipation. We also called as this is dietary fiber. So answer is cellulose number 4. Number 4. Okay. Is it clear? එක හරිද? හරි නේද? හරි. හරි. Very good. ගොඩාක් හොඳයි. ඔයාලා actively participate වෙනවා. හරිම කැමතියි මම. ඔයාලා මේක කරලා තිබ්බත් නැතත් it's okay. ඔයාලට දැන් පොඩ්ඩක් හරි remind වෙනවනේ නේද? කලින් ඒවා මෙහෙම එකක් තිබ්බා කියලා හරි remind වෙනවනේ. නේද? ඔව්. ඒ නිසා අපි දිගටම කරගෙන යන්. ඔයාලට මොන හරි questions තියෙනවා නම් chat box එකට දාන්න. හරිද? Okay. The next question, a mixture contains 128 grams of oxygen and 84 grams of nitrogen gas. What is the mole fraction of oxygen? What is the mole fraction? So, in this question, the first thing is calculate the molar mass of the oxygen and nitrogen. So, what is the molar mass of oxygen? We can get 2 multiplied by 16, 32 grams per mole. What is the molar mass of N2? 2 multiplied by 14, 28 grams per mole. The next one is we should calculate the number of oxygen, number of moles of oxygen, number of moles of nitrogen in this space. So, what is the number of moles? We can get the number of moles by mass divided by the molar mass. So in oxygen total mass එක 128 divided by, wait a second පුතා, just give me a second. Okay. Hari. The total mass of oxygen 128 divided by the molar mass of oxygen 32. So there are 4 moles. Now calculate the number of moles of nitrogen. Total mass is 84 divided by 28, 3 moles. So the question is asking the mole fraction of oxygen. So mole fraction of oxygen equals the number of moles of oxygen divided by the total number of moles. The number of moles of oxygen 4 divided by total number of moles. It means both nitrogen and oxygen moles. 4 plus 3, 7. So the answer is 4 divided by 7. 4 divided by 7. It means number 3. Is it clear? Is it clear? ලියා ගන්න ඕන නම් just මන් දෙන්නම් 1 minute වගේ පොඩ්ඩක් ඕනනම් ලියා ගන්න පුළුවන්. හරිද පුතා? Is it okay? Okay නේද? හරි. අපි යන් ඊළඟ එකට පොඩ්ඩක් මේ ටික erase කරනවා. Okay. The next question, the limiting frictional force between two rough surfaces in contact depend on. ඔන්න දැන් question එක ඇවිත් තියෙනවා limiting frictional force එක ගැන. What is the definition of the limiting frictional force? What is the limiting frictional force? The maximum frictional force just before the object is start to move. The limiting frictional force is the maximum frictional force just before the object is start to move. So it is depend on 2 factors. What are the 2 factors? The first one is the normal reaction. It means how strongly the surfaces are pushed. The surfaces are pressed together. So it is the normal reaction. And the second one is the surface, the nature of the surface. It means is it rough or is it smooth? So we clearly know, we clearly learn the frictional force doesn't depend on the area. It is only depend on the nature of the surface and also the normal reaction. So the correct answer is the normal reaction and the nature of the contact surfaces, number 3. Is it clear? Is it clear? Clear නේද? මතක් වෙන්න ඇති කියලා මං හිතනවා බලනවා. Clear නේද? හරි. Very good. Very good පුතා. හරි. අපි next question එකට යන්. පොඩක් easy question එකක් බලමු. The following characteristics were observed when examining an animal has 4 pentadactyl limbs, 4 digit with 5 limbs. කාටද තියෙන්නේ? This is common for the tetrapods like amphibians, reptilians, aves, mammalia. So has glandular skin. This is the very important clue because this glandular and moist skin is important most special feature of the amphibians. Amphibians, mostly the frogs, and other one is wide mouth. It also help to the catch the insects. So කා ගැනද දැන් කියන්නේ ඔයාලට දැන් තේරෙන්න ඕන. And also they called as ectothermic. It means the cold-blooded animal. So answer should be the frog, amphibian frog. Okay? Is it clear? The key thing is the glandular skin. Okay? Harry. Okay. Next one. Which of the following statements is correct? So in here, the question is about the sodium chloride, the ionic compound. So the ionic compounds conduct electricity only when there is ions free to move. When there are ions free to move, we can conduct the electricity. This is the theory. So, what are the options? We can get the molten iron, or we can dissolve the iron. We can dissolve the sodium chloride and get the aqueous solution, or we can mold the sodium chloride. So those are the 2 options. We can get the free to move ions. So let's move to the question. Solid sodium chloride conduct electricity. Is it clear? No. In solid sodium chloride, the sodium and chlorine ions are fixed in a lattice. So there is no any free to move ions. So cannot conduct electricity. Other one, molten sodium chloride does not conduct electricity. Does not කියලා තියෙනවා. So it is wrong. Molten sodium chloride can conduct electricity because in molten sodium chloride there is sodium plus and Cl minus ion. So those are free to move and can conduct electricity. The third one, aqueous sodium chloride solution conduct electricity. Yes, is it correct? When we dissolve the sodium chloride in water, we can get sodium plus and Cl minus ions. Those are free to move and we can conduct electricity. So, the question is asking about the correct statements. The correct one is C only. Answer is number 4. Number 4. Okay. Okay. Hi. The next one. The vertical height of the water column in a water barometer is 10 meter. What is the atmospheric pressure? So in here, the question is asked about the water barometer. So we use the pressure due to the water column equation, water column formula. This is P equals H rho G. What is the height? 10 meter. The density is 1000. Gravity? One 0.0 10 to the power 5 Pascal. So the answer is number 4. Number 4. Is it clear? Simple easy question එකක් නේද? හරි clear නේද? හරි. අපි යන් next question එකට. ඒක clear නේ නේද? හරි very good. හරි. යන් අපි ඊළඟ එකට number 27. හරි. When two organisms having genotypes capital R, simple R and simple R, simple R are crossed, what is the phenotypic ratio obtained? So in here, this capital R means what is the capital R? Capital R is the dominant allele and the simple R is the recessive allele. So, in here, the cross is capital R, simple R and simple R, simple R. This capital R, simple R gives two types of gametes. Those are capital R and simple R. This one gives only one type of gamete. It is simple R. So, what are the possible combinations? This gives capital R, simple R and simple R, simple R. This is the dominant phenotype and this is the recessive phenotype. So, we can get the one dominant phenotype and one recessive phenotype 1:1 ratio. So, what is this test called? Can you remember the name? What is this? What is the name we used to introduce? We used to define this cross. This is test cross. Test cross එක. ඒ කියන්නේ the cross between heterozygous dominant one and homozygous simple one. It also get the same phenotypic ratio 1:1 phenotypic ratio. This is a test cross. Okay. So the answer is number 3. Is it clear? Is it clear? Clear ned? Okay. Okay. Harry. Okay. Let's go. Number 28. Number 28. Okay. A rocket of mass m experience an upward force r due to fuel combustion. This is rocket. Okay. A rocket of mass m experience an upward force r due to the fuel combustion. If the g is the acceleration due to the gravity, so what is the acceleration of the rocket? What is the acceleration of the rocket? So we can get the acceleration by the equation F equals ma. So we write the forces in upward. So there is one force due to the fuel combustion R and there is another force downward mg equals ma. The question is asking the acceleration of the rocket. So the acceleration of the rocket equals r minus mg divided by m. So the answer is number 1. Is it clear? Is it clear? Clear නේද? හරි. ඔයාලට අවශ්‍ය නම් නෝට් එකක් දාගන්න පුළුවන්. හදපු නැති අය ඉන්නවා නම් easy නේද ඒක? Clear නේ? හරි, okay. Next one. Consider the following chemical reaction. Zinc sulfate reaction එකක් දීලා තියෙනවා. Which of the following elements could X be? So in here, what is the equation type? This is displacement. This is the displacement reaction. So what happened? A more reactive element can displace the less reactive metal from the its compound. So in here, this X try to remove the zinc from the zinc sulfate. Therefore, the X should be more reactive than the zinc. So, let's write the reactivity series. Potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, tin, lead. ගොඩක් පල්ලෙහාට තියෙනවා. හරි. Okay. In here, the zinc. This is the zinc place. So, we give the answers. What are the answers? Copper, aluminium, ferrous, and magnesium. So, the aluminium and magnesium both are reactive than the zinc. But this aluminium doesn't form like this format, because we know aluminium, the valency of the aluminium is 3+. So the magnesium is most fit to this format, and we know it is more reactive than the aluminium. So the best option is magnesium. So the answer is number 4. Okay? Is it clear? Clear, ned? Hari. Next one. Select the incorrect statement from the following. So, this question is about the distillation methods. Okay, distillation. Can you remember the distillation? Okay, there are 3 types of distillation methods. What are those 3? Simple distillation. This used to separate a liquid from the dissolved solid, or the two liquids with a large difference in the boiling boiling points. The example is we can separate pure water from the salt water. The another distillation method is fractional distillation. In here, this used to separate 2 or more liquids which have most clear, it means the close boiling points. The example is refining petroleum into petrol, diesel, and kerosene. Okay, the last one is steam distillation. So in here, the steam distillation used to separate volatile, heat sensitive oils. Best example is the cinnamon oil extraction. Okay. හරි දැන් පොඩක් මතක් වෙන්න ඇතිනේ distillation methods තුන. So we go to the question. The first statement is fractional distillation is used to refine petroleum. So it is correct. Steam distillation is used to extract cinnamon oil. It also correct, Putta. Solvent extraction is used to extract herbal preparation. It also correct because the solvent extraction is used to extract some herbal materials from the plant. So is it also correct. Chromatography is used to separate volatile component mixtures. Chromatography. This is wrong because chromatography is used to separate non-volatile substances because the distillation is used to separate the volatile substances. So the chromatography is actually used to separate colors from the ink, pigments from the plants like things. So for the non-volatile substances. So the incorrect statement is number 4. Okay. Is it correct, Putta? ඒක හරිද? ඕකේද? කොහොමද ඒක clearද? Clear නේද? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your reply. Okay. Next one. Consider the following aqueous solutions having equal concentrations. Okay. So in here, what is the pH tells? pH tells how acidic or basic the solution is. So low pH means high acidic. High pH means it is a strong base. So in here we told as having equal concentration. So we only compare the strength. It means weak or strong. So we should arrange this in order to increase their pH. So first one should be the lowest pH. It means the strong acid. Next, weak acid. Next, weak base. The final one is the strong base. So, HCl is the lowest pH one, then acetic acid, then ammonium hydroxide. Last one, it means the highest pH, sodium hydroxide. So the correct answer is, what is the correct answer? Number 3. Yes, number 3. Is it clear? Clear නේද? හරි, very good. හරි. අපි යන්න ඊළඟ question එකට. Number 32. An ultrasonic wave sent from a ship to the seabed takes 8 seconds to return after reflection. This is the ship. This is the seabed. It takes 8 seconds to return. The depth is 5,828 meter. So the question is asking the speed of the ultrasonic wave. The thing is, this ultrasonic wave go downward and come back to the ship. So the total distance should be double the depth. So first of all, we should calculate the total distance. Total distance equals 5,828 multiplied by 2. This is the total distance. So now we can apply those distance and time to get the speed. The speed equals distance divided by time, 8 seconds. So the answer is 1,457 meters per second. Number 3. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Clear, ned? Harry, very good. Harry. The next question. ඔයාලා හරි හොඳයිනේ. ගොඩාක් reply කරනවා. හරි actively participate වෙනවා. ඇත්තටම මට happy එතකොට. හරි. අපි යන් ඊළඟ question එකට number 33. The position of a transverse wave traveling along the surface of water at a certain moment is shown in the diagram. The question is asking the amplitude and the wavelength. So, what is the amplitude, Putta? Amplitude is the maximum displacement of a particle from this mean position. මේ mean position එකේ ඉඳන් maximum displacement එක particle එකක vertical height එක. So it is 4 centimeter. So what is the wavelength? Wavelength is the distance between the two consecutive points in the same pace, in here to here. Same pace එකේ ඉන්න consecutive points දෙකක් අතර තියෙන distance එක. 5 plus 5, 10. So, the answer is 4 centimeter and 10 centimeter. Is it clear? Is it clear? Clear. Okay. The next one. What mass of glucose is required to prepare 250 cubic centimeter of glucose solution with a concentration of 1.5? So, in here, the first thing is we should convert this cubic centimeter into the decimeter. So, we know 1000 cubic centimeter equals 1 decimeter. So, 250 cubic centimeter means divided by 4. So, 1 divided by 4, 0.25 decimeter. Okay. Now, we can calculate the amount of moles that need to prepare this solution. How? We can get the number of moles of glucose by this equation. N equals CV. The concentration is 1.5 multiplied by the volume 0.25. So the number of moles of glucose that need to prepare this solution is 0.375 moles. 0.375. So now actually we no need the number of moles. The question is asking the mass of glucose. So by from these moles we should get the mass of the glucose. So we can get mass by multiply these moles by the molecular mass of the glucose, relative molecular mass of the glucose. 0.375 moles multiplied by 180. So the answer is ඔයාලා සුළු කරලා හරිද කියලා බලන්න. හරිද? substitute කරලා බලන්න. The answer is 67.5 grams. The answer is number 2. Number 2. Is it clear? Is it clear? Clear නේද? හරි. okay මම 1 minute වගේ දෙන්නම් ඔයාලට ලියා ගන්න පුළුවන් note down කරගන්න පුළුවන් ඕනේ නම් okay නේද? හරි. Okay. Let's go to the number 35. Number 35. Okay. Consider the following reaction. The question is asking what mass of iron can be produced using the 2 moles of hematite. So, in here, the reaction said 1 hematite can produce 2 iron moles. So, the stoichiometric coefficient, it is the number in front of this reaction is very important because it is named as the coefficient stoichiometric coefficient, and it helps to get the how it is 1 to 1 or 1 to 2 or the what we called it, the ratio of the moles react in this reaction. So in here 1 Fe2O3 mole can produce 2 iron moles. So in here the question is asking 2 moles of hematite. So we can get 2 by 2 iron moles. It means 4 moles. But the question is asking the mass of iron. So we should multiply these moles by the relative atomic mass of the iron. It means the 56. So the answer is 224 grams. 224 grams. Okay then. Is it okay? Okay. Next one. which part of the human brain helps to maintain coordination of movement and balance? Okay. So in here, okay, let's recall the functions of each. The cerebrum controls the learning, memory, thinking, and other voluntary actions. So the medulla oblongata controls the involuntary actions like breathing, digestion, heartbeat. So the spinal cord helps to transmit messages with brain and the body. So the cerebellum helps to maintain the coordination of the movement and balance. So the answer is number 3, cerebellum. Okay. Okay. The next one regarding to the resistors. Okay. In here, the several methods of connecting 4 equal resistors are shown. Which arrangement gives the maximum equivalent resistance? So, the theory behind this is when the resistors in series, the total resistance, the resistance are add up. It means we can get the total resistance by R1 plus, R2 plus, R3 likewise. So, when the resistors in series, we can get the maximum resistance. Otherwise, when the resistors in parallel, we can get the total resistance by 1 divided by R total equals 1 divided by R1 plus 1 divided by R2 likewise. So, the total resistance less than the one individual resistance. Any one individual resistance in the, if we put those resistance in the parallel. So, let's move to the answers. So we can get those simple are the resistance. So the total resistance of this system is 4R. The resistance of the total resistance of this system 2R plus R divided by 2. So the total is 2, 5R. In here, the total resistance is R divided by 4. So, in here, we can get the maximum total resistance when we keep those R in series. So, this is the maximum equivalent resistance system. And otherwise, when we put those resistors in parallel, we can get the lowest resistance. So, in here, we can get the lowest resistance. So, the answer is number 1. Number 1. Is it clear? Kindly put a message into the chat box, Buddha. Is it clear? Okay, very good, very good. Okay. Hari. The next one. අපිට තව පොඩ්ඩයි ඩිස්කස් කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. ඔයාලට මහන්සිද? Are you tired? No. Okay. Okay. Very good. Okay. Let's go. Number 38. Which of the following phenomena cannot be explained using the Archimedes principle? Putha, what is the Archimedes principle? When the body is immersed in the fluid, uh, it experiences an buoyancy which is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced. It means when a body is immersed in a fluid, it experiences an buoyancy force that is equal to the weight of water, weight of fluid displaced. Okay. This principles help to how explain how some objects are sink or immersed or the float in the fluid or the gas. So when we go through these answers, first one, a ship sinks deeper when moving from the sea into a river. It can explain by the Archimedes principle, because we know the sea is more denser than the river water. So when ship is enter into the river, ship needs to displace more water to balance the weight. So it is correct. A seed rises to the surface when sugar is dissolved in the fruit juice. It also can explain by the Archimedes law, because when we dissolve sugar or something in the water, the density of the water is increases. Because of that, the buoyancy force also increases. So the seeds rises into the surface. Third one, lifting a heavy load using a hydraulic jack with a small force. This cannot be explained by the Archimedes principle. Actually, in here, what is the law? Pascal principle. So the hydraulic, this is about the hydraulic pressure. The fourth one, helium-filled balloon rising in air, it also can explain by the Archimedes principle. So the answer is C only, number 4. Okay, is it clear? ඒක ක්ලියර්ද පුතා? මට පොඩ්ඩක් කියන්න. Archimedes principle. Okay. The next one. 39. Which pollutant contributes to the abnormal growth of algae in aquatic ecosystem? The abnormal growth of algae we called as the eutrophication or algal bloom. Actually, the reason for that is certain nutrients are highly concentrated in the water bodies. Actually, those nutrients are potassium and nitrate. So, this is actually impact badly to the water ecosystem. Those nutrients are come from the detergents, sewage, and also from the fertilizer. So in here the answer is the abnormal growth එකට contribute වෙන මේ pollutants ඇති වෙන්නේ phosphate සහ nitrate නිසා. In here the answer is number 4, phosphate. Okay, last question, last one. Which of the following is commonly occurring non-communicable disease in the world today? What are the non-communicable disease? It means the disease that are not spread from one person to another. Actually, those are developed because of the genetics or lifestyle or the environment. So, this hemophilia is genetic disorder but rare in nature, and also this thalassemia also a genetic disorder. Those are rare. But the diabetes and the heart diseases are those are non-communicable, and those both are most common in nowadays. But among them, the heart and cardiovascular disease are most common leading non-communicable disease in nowadays. So the answer is number 3. Number 3, heart and cardiovascular diseases. කො ඒක හරි අය බලමු. ඒක හරි අය කවුද? Netmini. Okay, very good, Puta. The answer is number 3. Okay. Okay. This is the end of the today's discussion. Have you any question or any doubt? Just put a message into the chat box, Puta. Is it clear or do you have any doubts? Kindly put a message into the chat box, Puta. Okay. There no. Okay, Harry. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. Do you have any questions? Kindly let me know. No, it's clear. එහෙම නේද? Clear. Okay, Harry. හරි ඕකේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඇත්තටම ඇක්ටිව්ලි පාටිසිපේට් වුණා ජොයින් වෙච්ච හැමෝම අන්තිම වෙනකන් හිටියා මට හරිම සතුටුයි යාලා මේක කරලා තියෙන නැති කියලා හිතෙනවා නෝට් ඩවුන් කරගන්න ඇති කියලා හිතනවා හරි okay this is the end of the today's session and thank you for actively participate to this session and thank you very much